Hello, my name's Jeremy from gemtang.com. Now, if you've been looking at the six-figure mentors and wondering, are they any good, what they're all about, let me tell you what I think of them. Why should you listen to me? Well, I'm a full-time internet marketer. I've been working in this business full-time from home for about 3 years now. And that's enabled me to stay at home whilst my little girls are growing up. I've got a little 3-year-old and a little girl who's 5 months now. And I've had a fantastic time. You know, very few dads get the opportunity to be at home and to hold a little baby every single day. And I've had that, and I loved it, and it's fantastic. But let's get back to the six-figure mentors. When I first started off, and when you're starting out in internet marketing, you get bombarded with emails everywhere you look. There's courses on how to do this, how to make money. They all promise you things and they don't deliver, do they? If you know what I mean. But eventually, if you persist with it and you graft through it, you will find things that work for you, and you're able to make money online. It was the same with six-figure mentors. I actually came across them by accident. I went to a internet marketing seminar run by Chris Cobbs of AIS Systems, and it was during a break that this chap came up to a group of us that just met. We were chit-chatting, and didn't know who he was. He just thought he was just a normal, one of us attendees, just by himself, come have a chat, and you made him feel welcome. And this guy was really down to earth and really knew his stuff. Anyway, then I said to him, so who's on stage next? And he goes, it's me! I thought, okay, that's good. And what I liked about this guy at this stage, Daniel Wagner, who's one of the who's one of the guys who set this up with Stuart Ross, is that you go to a lot of internet marketing events and it's always like, yes, if you want to buy my product, you better buy now because there's only 2 left. Only 1 left now. Do you know what I mean? And, they don't really mix with you. They just want to do you to sell and then disappear. But Daniel was very, very different, and for those of you who've seen Stuart, he's full of energy, and he's just the kind of person you want to be around working with. So what was I saying? So going back to that, basically, so I went home and I did my research, and I thought, okay, looked up the six-figure mentors, and I came across Chris and Susan Beasley's website. I called him up, and he was just off to France, to his little mountain house. And I spoke to him for a few minutes, and he basically sounded quite normal. I think he's an accountant by trade, something like that. And so I thought I signed up, find out what this is all about. And they were providing a $4.95 for 14 days trials. I thought, fantastic. I can sign up. I can go into the system and see what sort of training they actually offer, because having bought so many courses over the last 3 years. From all different types of gurus and all different places, I have a bit more experience to be able to judge whether what they offer is great or crap. I can tell you it's great. The stuff is brilliant. The stuff is the latest up-to-date stuff. It's all there. Everything that you will need is there. But what's even better is that their system there helps you set up websites. Now, when I started, it took me about 9 months to set up my first WordPress website. Here you can do it like that because the system literally allows you to do that, and there's great support and help. I mean, when I started, basically, if I got stuck on something, I'd be trying to sort something out, which should only take somebody who knows what they're doing 5 minutes. I'd be doing that for hours, and I get so frustrated because I'm not getting anywhere. But the good thing about the six-figure mentors is what they provide is that they've got the technical help there behind who can help you. But I think what really, really surprised me and what I really, really missed was the community aspect of the six-figure mentors. When you're sitting at home and you're working on something and you don't know anyone else near you or anyone online who you can trust, who you can feel you can trust to help you do what you're doing, it's really, really frustrating, and it's really, really lonely, particularly those times when you feel really low because nothing is working or you just can't get something to do what you should be doing. It's a really lonely journey, but with the six-figure mentors, you very, very quickly come to realize that the community there is there to help. And you've got people in the community there who are complete beginners. You've got other people who've got products and services who just want to learn marketing, how to get their product in front of people, how to sell more of their product online. And then you've got you've got experts there, people who are Facebook specialists. You've got Daniel, of course, Daniel Wagner, and you've got Stuart Ross, who know exactly what they're talking about. And everyone can help you. You just fire up your question, go in the community, and somebody will come up with an answer. And that's fantastic, because it'll save you so much time and hassle. So I signed up for the $4.95. I got a great view of what was happening, and I thought, yeah, I'll continue with this. And so if you're seriously looking at this, and what I suggest you do is do exactly that. See if it's something for yourself. See if you can you gain anything from it, because your education is so important. Like with anything, if you want to be good at doing anything, you've got to get educated, but you've got to get educated correctly. It's no good buying course after course, which doesn't deliver. You know, here they really do. I really believe they do. And if I was starting out now, and I happen to come across a six-figure mentors, that's exactly what I would be spending my time and energy into looking at it. But sadly, you know, for most people starting in this industry, we don't have experience of what you know what is good or bad. There's no industry standard. But take it from myself, someone who's been doing this close to 3 years and who's making good money every single day from this, that the six-figure mentors is certainly something that you should check out. For $4.95 you get full access to everything. Check that out for yourself, do yourself a favor, and I think it will really kickstart or really help your internet marketing journey. Well, thanks for taking the time out, listening to me. I wish you the best, and I wish to see you on the other side if you decide to join. Oh, to join, just click the link below this video. Thank you. Bye.